Hey everyone, JCS StarCraft here, bringing you the finals of the Go4SC2 number 32 weekly cup between NarutO and Morrow. So action gonna get started here on Steps of War. NarutO spawning as the purple Terran in the top right corner, and Morrow spawning as the teal Terran in the bottom left corner. Morrow, of course, the recent IEM Season 5 Global Challenge champion, the first StarCraft 2 champion, taking himself home a grand total of $5,000 US. So great job to Morrow. And NarutO, a very, very strong StarCraft 2 player, transitioning over from Warcraft 3, I think. I could be mistaken, but a player from Germany, and has qualified for the ESL Pro Series one-on-one. So the ESL Season 17, which is I think a championship ladder series thing sponsored by the ESL. 16 players from Germany did qualify, and I think one of the rules, and also I just broadcast one of the first few set of games from there, and the Muslim was playing in it. He is from the UK, but qualified because he is currently living in Germany, or maybe moving to Germany just to play out the series. So both of these players incredibly strong Terran players, of course, and Morrow looks like he's going to be taking a pretty standard 12 racks, 13. Where's that gap? There it is. 13 on the refinery. NarutO going to be doing the same. I'm not sure if these two have met before. So what we might be seeing if this is the first time that they've met, we might be seeing some pretty standard play from both players. Nothing tricky. Just trying to play their normal game and test out their opponent, see what their opponent is like. NarutO, of course, having a slight advantage, as most eyes were on the IEM tournament this weekend, this whole entire last week. So a lot of players have seen how Morrow plays against other players, and might be able to devise strategies to counter that, or do what they need to do in light of that. So NarutO now going to be able to scout out. See, it's a pretty standard opening from Morrow. No tech lab going down at this point, just pumping out Marines right here, and pretty much the same thing on NarutO's side. So a mirror match going on right now. Tech lab has gone down after the first Marine is out, and should be seeing Marauders from both sides. Tech lab now going down for NarutO as well. The rush distance on Steps of War is very short, but both players, it looks like Morrow is going to be getting a second Rax. So just as I said, rush distance is short. He might be pushing ahead with that. Morrow was able to kind of catch in the semifinals, was able to catch Nama a little bit off guard by throwing down 2 Roxes and then just kind of rushing in and using that as a timing attack. So Stim is being researched from him, more Marauders coming out, and might be able to catch his opponent off guard if in fact NarutO decides to go for a 1-1-1 at this point. Looks like he had might have had some late gas coming out, because really has no other buildings other than the single racks out here on the map, and units going to be pushing in for Morrow as he has 2 Raxes and going to be just doing a 2 Rax push. Oh, looks like he was saving up for a fast expand, so should be pretty interesting to see if Morrow's 2 Rax versus the fast expand. I think that NarutO might be in a bit of trouble. Hopefully he'll throw down a few more bunkers. Throw down a bunker or 2 here or there to kind of hold things off. Is getting his second Rax as well. Has he thrown down a scan? Does he see that? I think he sees a second tech lab being constructed, but can't see what other. Oh, that was a reactor being constructed, but can't see what building that was attached to. So, but it is going 1 Rax fast FE. Should be throwing down another Rax or 2 to help defend and help build up. Currently, neither player has control of these Zanaga, and here comes that bunker down. He really needs to hold on to this and reinforce against it, as Morrow is really making a timing push and going to be pulling off his SCVs as part of this push as well. Looks like he pushes in when he has about 35 and pulls off about 6 SCVs. The SCVs act as both a fighting unit as well as absorbing a lot of the fire, but unfortunately for Morrow at this point, going to be running into the second bunker is going to finish as well. Is it going to be enough? He does have a lot of Marauders out there right now, and a ton of fire going down. Can NarutO hold off at this point? Doesn't look like he will be able to, and going to be retreating right now into his base. This is not looking so great for NarutO. He does have 3 Raxas, which he will be able to stream out and reinforce, but Morrow going to be throwing down his bunker as well. And NarutO going to be moving out with all of his SCVs to try to do some damage, although they are getting stuck onto that ramp, coming out to try to absorb damage and also deal damage as well to these Marauders. Morrow going to be pushing in with even more units, and that bunker is about to finish. NarutO has to retreat his units and running it back. NarutO now not looking very good, isn't able to take his expansion, and is behind in the army tab, has sacrificed a whole bunch of his SCVs. Looking at the income tab, 22 over 15, and Morrow now going to be pulling ahead, probably going to be transitioning over. Yes, has gone with his factory as well as now getting the starport out. The command center is coming down to absorb some damage, and a GG from NarutO. So game 1 going to Morrow for this game, and I will be catching the rest of the series. This has been JCS StarCraft signing off.